A lot of times you'll get recommendations from other people. Those are other people's friends and connections. So you should be intentional about serving your own community, and whatever that means to you. You should be intentional about doing that first. It just doesn't cost you that much.
Hi everyone, my name is Faye, and I'm the owner of Statuesque Events. And for the past 9 years, our team of wedding planners have served amazing clients, primarily couples of color and clients of colors, business owners who are doing launch events, clients who are planning weddings, etc. And we've always taken pride in planning weddings for couples of color and for our clients of color. We've always taken pride in it, and we've loved it. And we believe that our Black love matters, our Black stories matter, and our Black heritage matters. So we love to celebrate that. Now, a few months ago, I started our web series, the Modern Multicultural Wedding Show. And the reason I started that show is, there for a few reasons. Number one is that I have actually gotten calls multiple times from production companies saying, hey, we'd like to start a series about wedding planning and about specifically planning weddings for multicultural couples, for African couples, for African American couples, for intercultural, cross-cultural couples, and we would like to feature that. And so, after multiple conversations, sending them information and everything, they all ended the same, where after a few months, they'd say, you know what? Our production company is not pursuing these stories anymore. We're not pursuing stories about multicultural weddings, or we're not pursuing stories about Black weddings. So we liked you, but we're not going to publish the story. So simply, it wasn't even just that they didn't want me and they wanted someone else. It was just that the story itself wasn't important enough for them to pursue and to pitch to a network. And after going through this a few years, with different publications and different production companies, I decided, why don't I just start my own web series? Like, I'm not, a production company, but I can use what I have and start my own web series and tell the stories of the couples that I have. So last year we started season 1 of the Modern Multicultural Wedding Show, and we featured a lot of our amazing couples and their love stories, not only the wedding day though, but we also showed the planning process. We showed you lots of our vendors who also are Black business owners, right? Like, we've had many clients who come to us because they're looking for Black businesses to support. And, so our wedding series allows us to feature Black business owners and our Black couples, our Black brides, our Black grooms. And it's just an amazing outlet for us. So that's pretty much the inspiration behind it. Now, to dig a little deeper, many of our clients have come to us and say, hey, I want to support as many Black-owned businesses, as many Black-owned vendors through my event and through my wedding as possible. And that's something else that a lot of people have come to us for. And that's something we've always taken pride in, right? Being able to connect clients with our amazing vendors who are Black-owned businesses, sometimes women-owned businesses, who are amazing and trailblazers in the industry.
I've got a sort of high-level advice and then specific advice. Do business within your community. And so, like, Delora and I were very intentional about doing business with Black and brown people and women. This vendor is doing, 80-90% of their business within their community. So if they're not getting our dollars, then where are their dollars going to come from? And some of the other vendors, or Caucasian vendors, they don't have that problem. One person says, oh, you should use Katie, or you should use Rebecca, and then you go to the page, and then it's just a bunch of white couples up and down. And so, and then you have a couple of Black couples sprinkled in there. So they're getting business from everybody. They don't have that barrier. It's an invisible barrier, but it's real, and it creates a ceiling, and it stops those businesses from scaling. So it's very important that you take a sledgehammer to that glass ceiling, and you say, look at what a great job Statuesque Events did. This is incredible. Patronize them, whether you're Black, whether you're white, whoever you are. Look, they're doing it in New Jersey, now they're doing it in New York, now they're in Mexico. Like, they are capable. You should give them a look. So that was the entire point of that. And when you're going to spend the type of money that you spend on a wedding, especially in this part of the country, think long and hard about how much money you can put back into your own community. We talk all the time about our dollars. I think they say in the Black community it circulates maybe a couple of hours before it goes outside.
Yeah, it's a couple of hours. In the Jewish community, It's like 35 days. It stays in the community before it leaves the community, before that dollar leaves the community. And dollars in the African American community stays in about, I think, tops 9 hours.
So it's just deeply important. And for us as a couple, we just thought it was important to practice what we preach.
The second reason that we started this series is that our couples are the epitome of Black excellence. Like, we have couples who are doctors, who are lawyers, who are civil servants, right? We have couples who are in politics. Like, we have couples who are doing major things in the world, but beyond just what they do in their professional lives, they are good people. And if I can be honest, they make us laugh. Like, they're funny, they're full of love, they're full of joy. And truly, Black joy is a form of protest, right? It's a form of saying, you know, we're here, we're gonna take up space. I matter, my life matters. And that Black joy that all of our clients radiate is something that has always been something that we've gotten to enjoy. And I've always wondered, like, man, I wish the rest of the world could really like feel and experience our couples. And that's something you get to do in the modern multicultural wedding show. You get to hear them explain their stories, explain how they met, explain how they fell in love, talk about their favorite parts of the wedding. It really goes beyond just weddings. It's really about our stories, and that's what makes me most excited about the modern multicultural wedding show. And of course, the third reason that we love highlighting the modern multicultural wedding show is the fact that we showcase Black businesses, all right? Like, from the florists that we work with when we had our wedding in New England. Because, by the way, we plan weddings all along the East Coast. So in New England, you know, of course, we brought on our sister, M. Sarah Designs, who designed a beautiful wedding up there, you know, down to photographers that we work with here in the DC metro area, over to a dress designer in Brooklyn, Pantoro Bridal, who's dressed some of our brides. I mean, it's just, we've just been able to showcase so many of our Black businesses because many people have come to us for years and years. Like, before it was cool, many people have come to us and said, hey, I want to really put my dollars in my own community. How can I do that? And we help to pair them with Black-owned business owners who do amazing work. And so that's something that we've always been proud of, and our series has allowed us to show that. So I just wanted to let you guys know, like, I hope that you've enjoyed these clips so far, these little snippets, but if you're looking for binge-worthy content, if you're looking for ways to immerse yourself in Black love stories, in Black business owner stories, I would encourage you to check out the Modern Multicultural Wedding Show. And you don't have to go too far, because the playlist is right here on this YouTube channel, on the Statuesque Events YouTube channel. So make sure you check it out. The link will be linked in the description, so you can go ahead and do that. In the end cards, I'll also have that as well. So you can go ahead and just binge watch all of the episodes. We have 10 episodes of about 30 minutes each. So you can go ahead and just watch, immerse yourself in the world of weddings, because our lives matter, our joy matters, our love matters. So, I mean, it's just a beautiful thing now to be able to immerse yourself in that and to just get to see that. So I hope that, you know, that this has been helpful. I'm hoping that you subscribe, because we have more content coming your way here on the Statuesque Events channel. Again, we're always giving tips. We're always showcasing our couple. So we want you to stay tuned. We want you to see our new content, and make sure you watch season 1 of the show. Okay. So thanks so much for tuning in. Thanks for watching this, because again, Black businesses matter, Black love matters, Black stories matter. And we're just trying to do our part in our sphere and in our area of telling those, right? So thanks so much for tuning in. And I hope that you have enjoyed this video. Share it with someone, and make sure you join our tribe. Make sure you subscribe. We want to see you here. All right. All right. Thanks, guys. Have an awesome week.